Hello, my name is Phil Easter, historian and writer from Baltimore, Maryland, also known as the Amazing Memory Man. We're recording this evening on Thursday, September 12th, 2024. This is story number 61 on my YouTube channel, which is Phil Easter, the Amazing Memory Man. Tonight we examine the career of movie actress Audrey Hepburn. She's one of my favorite actresses of all time, appearing in many movies, 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Audrey Hepburn was born on May 4th, 1929, in Brussels, Belgium. Her first major movie was in 1953 called Roman Holiday. She co-starred with the great actor Gregory Peck, the well-known American actor who also played so many famous roles in movies. Notably, in 1962, he was the star of To Kill a Mockingbird and also played the great General Douglas MacArthur in a 1977 film. But Roman Holiday, indeed, filmed in the beautiful city of Rome, a black and white film made in 1953, and Audrey Hepburn plays the part of a young princess from a European country who is in Rome, but she gets tired of all the court trappings, and one time she wants to go out in Rome and just see ordinary people. All her life she's been kind of trapped in a court atmosphere, the heir apparent to the throne of some mythical country. She meets Gregory Peck, who plays the part of an American newspaperman in Rome, and it's just a very cute and fun movie, Roman Holiday. And she was nominated 5 times for Best Actress, and she won the award, the Academy Award for Best Actress for this movie, even though she was just about 22 or 23 years old at the time. Another one of my favorite movies of Audrey Hepburn was, of course, Breakfast at Tiffany's, a story set in New York City, a romance she had with actor George Peppard. That movie was made in 1961, and in that movie, Audrey sings the beautiful song Moon River that became a very popular song in the 1960s, the song Moon River from Breakfast at Tiffany's. In 1963, she co-starred with Cary Grant in the very entertaining movie Charade. It takes place in Paris, sort of a murder mystery, but it has some very light and amusing parts to it. And also the actor Walter Matthau is in the movie, along with George Kennedy and some other actors. But Charade, one of the more popular movies of the early 1960s. Her very famous movie was My Fair Lady in 1964, the beautiful musical that was shown on Broadway in the 1950s. Became a movie in 1964, and the English actor Rex Harrison, he played the part of a Professor Higgins, who was very big about speaking English properly, and he had a bet with a friend of his, a retired Army colonel, that he could take a flower girl, Eliza Doolittle was her name in the movie that Audrey played. He could take a flower girl from a poor background, and in 6 months he could teach her to speak English so properly that he could pass her off at some fancy party with mostly British aristocrats, and even the king and other nobles would be there. He could pass her off as a proper lady after just 6 months of teaching her how to speak English better. A very beautiful movie with many wonderful songs, such as I Could Have Danced All Night, and it was very popular at that time, 1964. Many Washington politicians even liked that movie, My Fair Lady. And the movie won Best Picture of the Year. And Audrey was also nominated for Best Actress again, but actually Julie Andrews won Best Actress for her role in Mary Poppins that year. Audrey made many more movies. Another one of my favorites was in 1968 called Wait Until Dark, where she played the part of a blind lady in a New York City apartment, terrorized by 3 criminals. Very incredible movie. Towards the end of the movie, there are several scenes that are some of the most thrilling scenes you could ever see in any suspense movie. Wait Until Dark from 1968. In 1976, Audrey co-starred with Sean Connery, the famous James Bond actor, and in a movie called Robin and Marian, a story of Robin Hood when he was much older. In most movies about Robin Hood, he's shown as a young man, and when he helped the poor people in Sherwood Forest who were being oppressed by some of the English nobility. But this movie, he's older towards the end of his life, and he loves a lady named Marian. And that was a very touching movie that Audrey made in 1976. Audrey Hepburn was married twice, once to actor Mel Ferrer and later to a psychiatrist from Italy. But both those marriages ended in divorce. But at age 50, Audrey met a Dutch actor, Robert Wolders, who she fell in love with, and they never got married officially, but they were together and very much in love for the last 13 years of Audrey's life. She died on January 20, 1993, at age 63. She died the very same day that Bill Clinton was inaugurated the 42nd President of the United States. Just thought I'd point it out that that very same day that Audrey Hepburn died was the beginning of Bill Clinton's presidency on January 20, 1993. Audrey Hepburn, one of the most popular and beautiful actresses in movie history. This is Phil Easter, the Amazing Memory Man. We'll see you next time. Another story on another subject. Thank you and good night.